Very nice.
Zoom
Very.
background.
Who else? Ah, Kristen, how are you? Jeremiah, Carrie, Kate, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Wow, awesome. We've got a good turnout. Okay, I'm just admitting everybody, and I am so excited to see you guys here today. We're gonna do who is an FATC? Anna. By the way, if I act a bit high, it's because I feel like I just entered my fasting God mode. So you guys are catching me. If we had done this call yesterday, it would have been the worst call on this planet. I felt horrible. I'm doing another water fast, and I'm doing it because I really want to experience this um, God kind of mode, I guess, that everyone talks about with fasting. And last time I did a 5-day fast, I accidentally drank pre-workout instead of electrolytes. So that was not, I did not feel like God at all. I felt like a bag of shit. So the timing of this call is perfect. I'm on fire. I'm ready to help you guys. And there's a big freaking wasp on my computer. I don't know what the symbolism of that is, but we will just assume it's going to do its own thing. So, who is here with FATC? Who else? Minling. Khan, hi, Kyla. All right, Guido, hello, my man. We got some protocol 8 people in the house. AJ, I'm so excited. By the way, I'm going to let you guys know that I am opening up a monthly membership FATC style called the Low Ticket Profit Lab so that you can access these support calls ongoing. We're going to be doing monthly support calls and training. I'm going to bring out those direct response chops out because this has been a coming home for me. I don't know if you've noticed the ads girl is back, the marketer in me is back, but this time she's got the conversation of selling emotions, like this whole new layer that I didn't have before with FATC and the Academy. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. And so I am launching a membership called the Low Ticket Profit Lab, which is going to be FATC style. There is a founder's price of $88 a month. You can cancel anytime. Um, and I'll be raising the price on that soon. But I wanted to let you guys know ahead of time. And by the way, I literally decided to sell this last night. I was like, I feel the energy to do this. Let's move ahead. This morning, half an hour before this call, I put together the order page. Don't judge me too much on this order page. It has not gone through the proper frameworks of what we're going to talk about today. But I'm sharing this with you because I think that the biggest thing I'm seeing with some of the clients I'm working with and across these low ticket offers is overthinking. Like people just trying to perfect their offers before they even try to sell them. And what I really want to encourage you, and the way that you're really going to make money with this, is that you take the attitude of you just fucking sell. You just sell first, and then you figure out the rest. Like people don't need these complex things. I had a 10K week, and I've had 10K weeks ever since, all from low ticket offers. And that started in late October. And that was for a product that wasn't even built yet. Like it wasn't even ready. And people were pre-ordering that. So this is the big conversation I want to get you guys into is this momentum of we're getting out of our head and we're actually just what ideas, what energy is coming through, what's the spark, and you just go. And that's how you're going to learn really, really fast. And that's how you're going to optimize things really, really fast. Okay. And I know some of you guys are very, let's just say, is woo the right word? Woo. Like you're here because, you're still following me because you're woo. Otherwise, you would have been like this weird ass witch. Like, get out of my life? By the way, I got remember this? Eat, sleep, optimize, repeat. So you guys are spiritually aware or you are, looking to access higher levels of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, self-actualization. And one interesting thing that can happen, or that I've noticed in this space, and even with myself, what I've experienced is that we can sometimes feel like selling is something gross or something bad. Does anyone relate with this? Where it's like, I don't want to promote too much. I don't want to pitch too much. I don't want to post too many things about my offers because I'm going to rub people the wrong way. I'm going to upset people and they're going to think I'm just after money or it's just a money grab. But guys, if you really care about helping people, like if you really want to solve people's problems, which is what you're doing, right? All of you in your own ways, right? Yes? No? Everyone's like, oh, I don't know. Am I? You gotta fucking sell. It is in everyone's best interest that you sell. And I've been in this energy of just selling for the at least the last month and a half. And lo and behold, my business revenues have skyrocketed. Lo and behold, I'm getting messages from people that have kind of gone quiet and just saying, even if it's not about my offer, just reaching out to me, hey, Kat, I love what you're doing. Oh my God. Like people love it. They're like, oh my God, Kat is back. She's selling to me. And I'm like, oh, that's so funny how I was in my head about how like people are going to get upset about this, right? But it's a service. It's a service because I'm helping people and I'm excited about what I'm bringing to the world because it means something to me. It means something to me because I've spent 4 fucking years trying to crack this thing. And I didn't think this was really possible. I had no mentors, I had no influence, I had no guides showing me you can be profitable just from low ticket offers. That's why it took me 4 years to get to this point. And so when I started to crack this and I started to get $300-500 daily sales, I was like, oh my God, everyone needs to know about this. Everyone need, and that the way that I tell everyone, the way that I invite everyone, the way that I help everyone is through selling. So we're gonna get you guys in that energy and in that momentum. Who's ready for this? Cool. Okay, so that is a little bit about the Low Ticket Profit Lab. I will drop a link, but I would love to actually use this time together to actually support you. And I think regardless if you have a question or not, if you do have a question, by the way, put your hand or don't put your hand up because I don't know how to, but just, yeah, maybe put your hand up. I'll figure it out. Put your hand up or comment like me, say comment me, and are going to run this FATC style. So I'm here to support you. If you are trying to launch a low ticket and you're not sure what to do, if you've done one and it's not taken off the way you thought, if you need help with your messaging or positioning, and I'm even willing to go into the ads today. So if you have ads that are not performing, there's a whole separate live audit call for ads taking place next week. So if you wanted to learn even more about ad accounts, and especially if you're working with clients with these low ticket ads, that is a great way to master. Like that's what was so good about FATC, right? Is that you got to see other ad accounts and it just accelerated your learning and your mastery so fast. So that is included, by the way, in the low ticket profit lab. But I'm willing to cover it all. So with that being said, let's start with Minling. Go for it.
Awesome. Thank you. I'm so excited for this. So I've been going through your trainings and I'm at the part of having that one big idea, which I love because I've been in a bunch of different places just from my background in branding and then also doing a lot of energy work. And then I also, since we've worked together, I've also added in this layer of financial literacy and helping people with holistic financial plans. And I'm just starting to put a lot of these things together. And before you started the low ticket course, I created this course and I'm still in the middle of finishing editing it, but it's going to be called the Profit Frequency. So it combines financial literacy, I know,
Great line
with
of
like
thinking.
basic financial literacy, a little bit of investing, mindset, subconscious reprogramming, and then also a lot of this aspect of human design, so people can really understand where their programming is coming from. Because I wanted to take a holistic approach. But where I got stuck when I was watching their video was one big idea because I had so many big idea or so many ideas in the past, and how do I bring it together? So I'm a little stuck on what my like a short to
One
the point
sentence.
like, and I think that's where I would love the most help with. Like, I know that I want to help high earners who have earned money, but they can't keep it. It just keeps on going away. It keeps on disappearing. And I think that's a combination of mindset, subconscious reprogramming, and not knowing what to do with it. And so that's where I feel like I'm headed and where like my material is heading. But of course, I want to solidify this
Yeah.
idea. Because I also have all the branding stuff from the past. And so, yeah.
Of course. So this is going to be a really common thing with a lot of you, and I've been there as well, where it's like, but I can do this and this and this and rituals and this. And then you try to hit everything at once, and it means you're not hitting anything at once. Like it's not working. So you mentioned something. You said, I want to help something entrepreneurs or something,
High earners.
high earners keep their wealth. Is
Yeah.
that what you said?
Yeah.
So to me, that sounds like, and so your one big idea, that almost sounds like that's the one big idea of your ecosystem. So you're gonna
Mhm.
have, if you guys are planning on making money from low ticket alone, being profitable from low ticket, you can do this with one funnel and then having three offers in there. So an order bump, an upsell. If you can get an average order value of around $100, $200 in your funnel, you just need one funnel. And then there's basically three products with this. But what I've done is I've built many different offers, an ecosystem essentially, and I cross sell to people that come into my world so that when a customer comes in, because I was trying to build an income stream that was not dependent on selling high ticket and that was super scalable as well. So if you're selling high ticket, you don't really need an ecosystem per se. You could just get away with one funnel and then you sell your high ticket. But if you're looking to build an ecosystem, we want one big idea for our ecosystem so that every product that we create within that is cohesive. So it sounds like the one big idea is, so what is unique or special about how you do it?
One, it's not just like the strategy part, but it's a really understanding like where the programming of I can't keep wealth is coming from. Like, where is that coming from? And breaking
Okay.
that down and helping people identify and reprogram and understanding how they operate. And then also, I'm not a person that's about like risky investments to keep it. I want people to compound over time and really build a financial base versus everybody's hopping onto like crypto or the latest fad or investing and try to day trade and all this stuff. My approach is more steady and like growth over time.
Oh, I love that. So you're speaking because yeah, there's a lot of coaches where like me, I'm like stretch. That's what works for me.
Yeah.
In August, I put myself in a fucking weird financial position and then boom, my business exploded. But that's me. I have high risk tolerance. And then there's people like my partner. No, 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 no. That would never work. That would blow up in his face. He would be in the hospital from anxiety attacks. Like it would never work. He needs like a slow, logical. So you know who your avatar is. It's someone who's risk averse and who wants a methodical way of building wealth that doesn't put them in anxiety or give them panic attacks, right? Where they're up at night. That's your avatar. And the one big idea of your ecosystem is that when you discover or you can retain wealth by discovering subconscious, or I don't know what you're calling it, programming, or by reprogramming your thoughts and beliefs, right?
Hmm.
So that
Yeah.
would be like the one big idea. And you might need to flesh that out where it's like you include, um, you can keep your wealth without the risk by reprogramming thoughts and beliefs or whatever 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 lingo you're using for that, right?
Yeah.
And then that's the one big idea of your ecosystem that anchors it all in. And then within that, you have human design for. So right now, the reason it's hard for you is because you're trying to build a product that's your one. It's almost like that course you're building
Yeah.
is like the one big idea of the entire ecosystem where there's so many things in it. But what I want to invite you to think of is actually you'd probably make so much more money and be so much more successful with selling this if you just went, oh, there's a human design element, and then there's this part, and then there's this part, and there's this part, and those are all micro offers that you sell.
And I feel like part of it, it's like high level, so I still could do all of the deeper because it's only one little chapter on human design. It's only so to get people to understand what's
Yeah,
kind of going on. So that makes sense.
right. And then your high ticket, if you wanted that, is the bigger picture. Like
Yeah.
is the ecosystem. It's that one big idea of the ecosystem. Um, and you could have a program that has like everything in it, but I would say like front end, especially if you're going to use ads to a cold audience, you're going to be better off if you just break apart a piece of that, and
Yeah.
then it'll be much easier to sell because then you'll have your program to sell like the whole picture and you can explain why you're doing it this way. So I think it's very interesting your angle. And you don't need a lot of videos. So I have one client, she targets therapists and she sells the nervous system reset for $27. It's one video. That's
Okay.
it. Like the way I've structured it is bite size. So I've broken down my content into like 7, 10 modules. Some of them go a little bit over that. 10 minutes to half an hour each module, which equals what, 60 minutes, 90 minutes. So it's like if you have a 1 hour video, it's the same fucking thing, you know? It's the same thing. You could still sell that. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think that's a really, by the way, the human design angle, that's a really hot topic right now. Like nervous system, human design. I think you would do well with that angle. But start with the one where you feel the most compelled with, the most excited. And so let's practice. Like, what's the one big idea of one of those? If you're,
One of the one of the branches or
yeah.
what like the whole thing.
Mhm.
So with like understanding your holistic plan, it's really well, part of the holistic plan that I want to help people create because I have offers around that too and helping them find the right investments. But that one is about building your wealth sustainably without the fear and the anxiety and like the risk involved.
Yeah. And so how and then so within that you teach them what? You teach them, okay, your human design affects how you invest or
Oh, okay, got it, got it. So within like the profit frequency, it's how yes, how the human design affects like how you invest and how you make decisions. It's mostly about how you make decisions because I think a lot of people try to jump in or try to make decisions that are not in alignment with them. So
yeah.
that's
So you could
exactly
have
what
a
the human
whole course
design,
around how to invest based on your human design,
yeah.
right? And then what else? What else do you teach?
So around their subconscious mindset, as well, and understanding like where the past traumas come from, where how to reprogram it so that they feel safe investing. Because I think a lot of people don't invest or don't take the step is because they don't know how and they don't feel safe to do that. And then from the financial piece, what I'm talking to people about is, or teaching people in the course is really about how to build their wealth strategically layer by layer so that they have a strong base and foundation so that if something happens to one of their investments they're not like the whole thing doesn't crumble.
Right. So that could be another standalone thing, how to feel safe investing. So, by the way, like what I talk about in the low ticket codex and the sales activators, actually selling emotion, even though the value exchange is emotions, that's what we're selling. That's literally what we're selling. Selling the emotion itself is tricky because people don't think about their problems in emotional terms. They think about it in like a physical, tangible manifestation that's playing out in their life. So, how would you describe someone who doesn't feel safe investing? Like, what does that
They
physically
would
look
freeze. One, they would freeze. They would freeze. They wouldn't know what to do. They don't feel safe, so they feel paralyzed. They know that they want to have their money grow, or sometimes they end up spending the money because they don't feel safe holding the money. So a lot of earners, like who make a lot of money, like lotto winners, who when you get a lot of money, all of a sudden it disappears and it goes back to like zero every single month. So it's spending a lot as well, freezing or spending a lot.
Yeah, so I would talk more along those terms, like the physical manifestation of it is like how to keep the money in your bank account and still have like all your expenses paid, blah, blah, blah. And then you explain to them, like, oh, you don't feel safe. That's why this is happening. It could work because you're anchoring it like how to feel safe investing. So there is like an anchor there. But that would probably, have you guys ever heard of Eugene Schwartz? Breakthrough Advertising, Customer Awareness. Great book, very expensive book, but he's like a godfather in marketing and he talks about how there's different levels of awareness that customer goes through. So you have your very aware customer, and those are usually like you guys are that for me. You're very aware of what I'm doing and my products, and you've already purchased from me. So it's existing customers are very, very aware. And usually the way you advertise to them is you just literally say, hey, I've got low ticket Profit Lab launching. Here's the link. Buy now. And you guys are like, yes, I'm in because you're super fucking aware. You get it. But that ad, if I did that ad or that email or a social media post to someone who was maybe solution aware, so they know the solution is to address their subconscious, right? That would work. Like feel safe in investment. That would be like a solution aware customer. But then you have problem aware. It's like this is where you have like a lot of the pain point marketing where you lead with the problem like you're talking about because they only know of the problem. They only know how it's manifesting itself, like my bank account. And usually to those types of leads, like you really got to story tell. That's how you get them to understand, oh, this is what you need. So if you were going to lead with feel how to feel safe, investing, you're speaking more to like a solution kind of aware customer, which is good. Those are good customers to go through, but you'd have to discover like where are you planning on running ads or
Eventually I will, yes. I
okay.
want to once I build it out, yes.
So, quick tip for anyone wanting to run ads. By the way, that ads training is launching this week, and I'll be going into this deeper. But the new algorithm, the way Andromeda works with Facebook, is that it wants you to basically create creative along the customer awareness. So you're going to have to think about how you position that for problem aware, and then that angle will work well for your list. Like if you sell that to your email list or existing customers, they'll get it. They'll know you. They'll know subconscious. They've already bought from you. But then once you start running ads on Facebook, what will happen, and this is what a lot of advertisers see with their ads, is they launch ads, they get sales right away. 2, 3 sales, they're like, yeah, I did it. I cracked it. I'm a fucking winner. And then it goes like crickets. The reason that happened is because you supplied Facebook with like high awareness kind of content, product based, very direct marketing or solution, and then you didn't supply Facebook anything with like the problem or unaware. And actually, unaware and problem are the biggest markets. Like those are the biggest. If you look at the thing, it's like they're here, so they represent the biggest chunk of money that you can make. So thinking about how you would position this messaging, like the problem that shows up for them is that you're making money. Like you're making more than your father and your mom ever made combined. And yet you're living month to month. That has to like, and it's stressing you out. And you don't have the tolerance, like that's the. And then if you have a story, like how do you know about this? Is this your own experience or
Yeah,
is
it's my own experience too until I heal that part with like money. So, and
perfect?
then
So you
getting
have a
in the right way.
great story to share, right? So it's like I was exactly in your shoes. And then this is what I like, that's the messaging that's going to work for that kind of audience who is not, who's like problem aware or unaware of what you're doing. So with the headline, what you'd want to do is like, what is the tangible outcome of that? Like they learn how to be safe investing. So what's the tangible outcome of that?
Well,
Like, why
part of
do
it
they
is
want to feel safe investing?
because they want to compound their money. They want their money to grow for them. They don't have want to work all the time in order to make money, so they want the money to work for them. So I feel like with investing and having the right strategies and putting it in the right vehicles and having it compound in the background, they don't have to worry about it. And it gets to grow, and so they'll be able to have more freedom in their life, especially when they retire as well, because they'll have that money already saved up and they will have like a monthly income when they retire, basically.
Yeah, I love it. So the messaging or the headline around this, the big idea around this would be um, when when you can compound your money without having to, well, are you asking them to cut back on their spending or?
Well, it depends. Yeah, if they've like overspent, because I want them to work on their budgets, I want them to like reduce their debts and all the basics of that too, but then also putting some money away to like spend or not
Yeah.
spend, invest. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a method that gets you out of a fight or flight with your financials so that you have a surplus of cash at the end of each month
Yeah.
that you can confidently invest or um, that money so that it compounds and works for you in the future. That
Okay.
needs to be tightened. But do you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, and I should lead more with the financial piece and like to support you with that. Then it's like the subconscious work, the human design
Yeah.
work, and all the other pieces because it's more holistic. I mean, I could teach people like don't spend or create a budget or get down on your debt, but a lot of people also don't do that because of their own programming.
So when you say it's more holistic, it's like you're comparing it to something. So what is the difference?
I feel like if it's like if you're going to a regular financial advisor, they're just talking about okay, where to invest, but they're not looking at what your pattern is of why you haven't invested. And so there might be like fears that come up, or maybe you invest once and you don't like put more money in, or maybe you pull it out of your 401k or whatever it is. But because there's deeper subconscious things that make you afraid to continue to invest, or things that tell you, oh, I should spend the money now, or you overspend and then you have to pull your money out of your
And
investment.
have they been to financial advisors before?
Um, I feel like not all of them, the people that I've worked with, not all of them have been to financial advisors before. They know that they want to build their finances, but they are stuck and they don't know um, where they want to invest. But then I've also talked to people when I've done some one-on-ones with people, like I've spotted their patterns on why, just because I have understanding of human design and subconscious work that I can point out, okay, this is the reason why you're afraid of doing X, Y, and Z, or this is the reason why you haven't been able to put a budget in place.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And they don't go to a financial advisor because they don't.
Sometimes they feel a lot of shame and guilt as well too. They don't feel like they're at the point where they can.
Okay,
So,
so that would be like what you just said, by the way, is like your sales page. It's like ad copy, email. That was great. Like that, what you just said there. And so maybe it's like you break up that headline and then you have a sub headline that's explaining the method that a financial advisor will never be able to get you to this stage, or how to release the shame around your income so that you feel the how to release shame around your money without having to apply. Like, what does a financial advisor do that's different to you, you know? Like you do the blocks. How to identify the blocks that are preventing you from feeling safe, investing and compounding your money and keeping you in the same spot that a financial advisor will never teach you.
yeah.
The financial advice that a financial advisor will never teach you on how to release sub blocks that are keeping you from investing your money.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I
Yeah.
like that. Because
So you're not
yeah.
actually saying like reprogramming anywhere in the headline or You're really leading with the tangible thing, and then you explain to them in your training or on the sales page, like this is, I would even like leave mystery there. Don't reveal too much of your method, go like most people do not go to financial advisors because they feel too much shame around their financial situations. They're making money, but there's nothing at the end of the month.
Yeah.
They want to compound their cash, but the truth is there's no matter how much self-control they're trying to put in budgeting, the money's always gone.
Yeah.
Your financial advisor, even if, here's the truth, even if you went to a financial advisor, they would not be able to help you because they would just tell you where to put your money right now. But the reason you're not doing that and the reason the money is always gone is because you're not feeling safe with the money in your life. And so I'm going to show you a technique to release and reprogram this inside, basically.
I like that.
Yeah. Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Cool.
Thank you.
Well done. How
Yeah.
exciting.
Thank you.
All right, Khan, go for it.
Hi. So I help French coaches and therapists with their business mostly, and I help them build what I call a happy small business. So it's mostly for those who, like market and sell until exhaustion, just because they can't do it the right way. And I'm also using, human design, nervous system, and subconscious reprogramming and some other stuff. And what I used to have was like a high ticket offer, which I turned into a low ticket offer. So I had a nice launch. But I'm always doing launches, so it's easy for me. But now I want to have it like on evergreen. And lead people to my because it's a hybrid offer. So I have like a 99 per month one, then a 500 per month, and then 5K per month. So whether they want to work with more proximity, I can lead them to one or the other tiers, but it's only like one offer. It's the same offer. It's just different level of proximity.
Yeah.
But right now, what I would love to do is to have it on Evergreen, and I only do ads to launch my my low ticket offers that lead to an event, and then I stop the ads. So would you have any suggestion of something I could do to lead people like constantly to my membership?
Yeah. Sell your membership constantly instead of a live event, no?
Well, I tried, but it seems like it's not, I don't know, like when I
Well,
when I just started the
yeah,
offer,
selling a $99
yeah,
offer, a membership
upfront,
upfront, you want
yeah,
that
it doesn't really
you
work.
want that behind something with ads.
Yeah,
Yeah. So if you're serious about ads, which I highly recommend because that creates the automation that you're looking for and that evergreen kind of system, then what we would want is to break down what's it. So tell me, like again, it sounds like very similar to Minling where you got human design and nervous, lots of different things. So what's the one big idea of your offer?
yeah. So the one big idea is to find their zone of genius so they can create the marketing and the sales and the delivery around it, which is effortless because it's the one thing they do effortlessly that gives them energy and that is very magnetic for people who, come to their container
Yeah.
environment. Yeah.
Okay. So the one big idea is something like when entrepreneurs tap into their zone of genius, sales and marketing becomes effortless and they're able
Yeah.
to grow their business with
Yeah.
ease. Yeah, something like
But
that.
to find their zone of genius, they cannot be in survival because
Okay.
it doesn't come if you're in survival. You will, yeah. So that's one of the
Yeah.
reason why.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So is it entrepreneurs in general? Like, are you working with
No, it's
small businesses,
no
you said?
coaches and therapists.
Coaches and therapists. Okay.
Yeah.
Coaches and therapists find, so how do you help them find their zone of genius?
So first of all, it's by knowing their true needs and understand who they are. And with human design, it helps them find who they are, how they operate. Then it's a lot of trials and errors. So it's like we will launch a small little offer where you can try your zone of genius in real life and see how people perceive it, because people are scared to do what they do best. It's like, yeah, but I have no degree for that. I have, I haven't learned it anywhere, so it has no value. So first, I make them do like an event or a masterclass where they can try, and then turn that into an actual offer that is like bigger.
So people that come in are confused about what to even sell or do, or they don't have the confidence to even show up.
So I have, two types of clients. Those who have have a business that, make maybe like between 5 to 10K per month, but they don't have fun. They feel tired. They feel like it's draining their energy, that they're not aligned, but they don't know what else to do. So I'm showing them that it's not in their zone of genius. They have to find it, and then we make like a slight, like a switch progressively to a new offer, a new messaging, maybe new type of clients. So I help them do that. Some come to me because they're like, I want to start a business, but I know like a few things, but I'm not sure this is what I should launch. And I help them tap into their zone of genius to build their first offer. So I have those two types of clients.
So so I think you would need to have separate messaging or funnels for those two types of clients, because very different needs. So like the second type of client that's just trying to figure out, they want to launch a business and they're just trying to figure out what is right for them. The reason they come to you, or the reason they want to find their zone of genius, is why?
Yeah, so the reason why they come to me is they see all those marketers and they just tell them, you just have to pick a niche, anyone, like any type of niche, and you have to do this, and that, and they feel like it's not aligned with who they are. They don't want to manipulate people. They want more ease like everyone, but they also want to, you know, um, yeah, do something where they feel a calling inside of them. They don't just want to be like any other therapist or coach, but they don't, it's like they sort of know what they want without knowing what they want. It's like, I know there's something out there for me, but I don't know what it is exactly. So yeah, I don't know if that's clear.
Okay. So, by the way, as we're going through this, I invite all of you to share your thoughts. Like groupthink works really well. Some of you guys have different perspectives. Some of you are very adept marketers. So let's support each other. If you see an angle that I'm not seeing, I'm more than comfortable for you guys commenting on here. So what I would say is that someone who's just getting started out, who wants to find their zone of genius, they want to what you're saying to me is they want to be able to save on time and money, right? And make as much money as possible, as quickly as possible. So they tap into that nerve. And they also want to, well, that's the main reason, right? The main purchasing reasons that we have is money, love, relationships, and health. That's it. Your offer has to fit in one of those. And if it's across all three, by the way, it's probably going to be hard to sell. So for you, it's clearly money.
Yeah, I usually I had a fourth, it's status. And for them, it's money and status. And the status is like they want to feel like they're contributing to the world. So that's my crowd, usually.
Okay, status, good insight. So I would say status is also still money. Like, why does anyone care about status? You mean like impact? Maybe that's relationships then. Yeah.
Yeah, when I say status is feeling important in a group, and it can take different form. And for those that I help, it's really like they want to feel like they're contributing in a way, like I feel like I belong to something and I contribute to something greater,
Okay.
which is different than money. Yeah.
Yeah, so status is, unless you tie it back to one of those things, like it's going to be hard to sell that because no one's thinking like I need status. No one's waking up in the morning going, I need more status in my life. They're thinking, I need more community relationships. Or they're thinking, I need more money. Or they're thinking, fuck, my health sucks. I need to lose weight. That's what they're thinking. They're not thinking, gosh, I could do some status today. Like no one's thinking that. So I
No,
would,
no, of course,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
subconscious. Yeah, yeah, totally.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
would go back to like why do they want the status? They want the status because it falls into one of those buckets. Those are the only three buckets. So they want the status because they want to feel connection, relationships, or
Yeah.
they want the status because they want the money, the power. I walk in a room, people know, like I've got clout, right? So which one do you feel most that you help people with? Is it the relationship community part or is it the money? And I'm gonna say
Yeah,
to
it's more relationship community. Of course, they come for the money. Like what they come for is the money, but when they're inside, I can see that their main focus is I want to feel like I found myself, like I'm contributing to something that makes sense. Because they quit their job to do that. So it's like then they're not willing to do something just for the sake of money. So it's
yeah,
not enough. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So by the way, I feel you so much because I have a very like I teach emotions and magic and all these things. And I'm like, people want to come into my world. So, because the community and like what we had in FATC was a vibe, and we're going to do rituals and emotions. And to me, that's like, I know that's the value. I know that when people were in the academy and FATC, like the connections they made in there was way more valuable than the training I gave them. There's no doubt in my mind. Like some of these people are business partners now, they're married, they're friends for life. Like the community was the heart of it, but I couldn't lead with that in my
Yeah,
marketing.
sure. Sure.
Yeah.
Of course.
The marketing had to
Yeah.
be how to make 10K in your agency per month, or it had to be how to get better results for your clients' ads,
Yeah.
how to master
So
your
my
ads.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So,
my two master classes that worked the best was one that sold how to create magnetic content, aligned content in the next 30 days to land three new high ticket clients. So that was very outcome focused. And another one is how to sell without calls. So it's for the more advanced ones because I removed most of like 95% of the sales calls. And I call it the ugly duck. So it's the ugly duck that helps you sell without any sales call.
oh, I
And it's the
like
one that,
that.
yeah,
Yeah, I like that. So that's why that worked because you have like there's a mystery to it. It's like you
yeah,
have a method that's like, wait, what is that? That works really
yeah.
well, by the way, guys. If you can find a unique positioning on like a method that you use. So have you run ads to those?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, and they didn't work.
No, I mean, first time, it's very strange. First time I did it, it worked super well. I converted 45% of the people in the masterclass into clients. So that was huge for me in terms of conversion. S-
Oh, sorry, I just muted you, Con. Sorry. Hold on. Can everyone mute themselves? Let me just unmute you. I'm so sorry, Con. I muted you.
No problem.
Okay, there you
Yeah.
go. Sorry, go
So
ahead.
first time it worked super well. Second time, crickets. And I like organically it worked the same, but with the ads, I did the exact same thing, but it like crickets. I didn't know what was happening.
Okay, when was the last time you attempted those ads?
So the last time was last summer, but
Yeah.
then I did some other different master classes.
Yeah, okay. There's a few reasons why ads don't work. The biggest culprit is the messaging and the positioning and how you're communicating what you're what you're trying to do. So it could have been like if you was it like 2 years ago that you did it you first attempted it?
No, that was like first one was in March
Oh, okay.
and second one was in July. So the March one like was really good and the July one like crickets.
July this year.
Yeah.
Okay, well that is the Andromeda update probably. Because
Yeah,
that's what happened
probably.
to my
Yeah.
book sales. I was running magic source codes for 3 years, same fucking ad, getting me all the sales, and then suddenly around April, March, June,
Mm,
stopped working, and I had to change my entire like strategy because that coincides with Facebook's update. So that's
yeah, that
probably
must
what
be it.
that was. So you just need to relook at how you're designing your campaigns basically and how
Yeah,
the
yeah,
creative that you're giving Facebook. That's what it is,
yeah.
probably. Yeah, without
Yeah,
seeing it.
so what you would do is to use those master classes as a way to like put it in
Yeah,
Evergreen and lead people to the
yeah, like
yeah.
$33 or something. Even like 55 you can go up,
It was
67. But
27. That was
yeah,
27.
27. Perfect. Perfect price. Yeah,
Yeah,
$27.
20
Mm-hmm. And then
sorry, so that was 27 with a $17 bump sale and a I think it was a $67 upsell and then I offered them to have like a 2 month for like they pay for 1 month and they have 2 month in the community, then they can stay in the community for like the same
perfect.
price.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would do that again. So I would have two upsells in that funnel. The first one, which was 67, and then your 97, I guess it is, right? Because it's one
Yeah.
month, 2 months for one. And then in the training portal, you promote the membership as well.
Yeah,
So
that's what I do as well. Yeah.
yeah, perfect. So I think that
Mm.
that's you already know like that's what worked up front. So I would work with the things that have worked for you in the past, and that's what people are
Mm.
they're thinking about their problems in that way, right? I don't want to do sales calls. I just want to get 3 new clients this month. That would be amazing, right? So you're
Yeah.
leading with a tangible outcome specific, which will work way better for a cold audience. And then when you're bringing them in, you're going, "Hey, did you hear about your nervous system, my friend?" You know?
Yeah.
This is the work that we're doing, and that will work much better than trying to run an ad up front, which is like how to get status or community in your life. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think I just stopped believing in that ads because it worked once when I was launching, and I'm really good at launching things because I'm a very creative person, so I have the creative energy when I'm launching, but when I try to go evergreen, it's like the energy is dropping. So maybe I should like use my launching energy and try to turn it into something evergreen. I just felt like maybe I haven't tried um, long enough, but as it didn't work the second time, I was like, oh crap, maybe it's not working because I'm not in a launch like mode.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I'm happy. Let me go through other questions and then I'm happy to look at your ads if you want. We can go through that. What I would say is that also, if you know you have like a special va-va-voom when you're going through a launch, it's not that you have to go and live launch this again, but I think maybe are you talking about it on your social media? Like, did you just
yeah.
run ads and then that was it? Or was there any part of you that was engaged with the content or the
No, no,
message?
I was also talking about it because
Okay.
it was in the form of a like 4 day challenge. And yeah, and usually my crowd loves it when I do those because I provide a lot of value and it's very engaging and entertaining as well. So
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, but I mean, when you weren't live launching it, were you talking about it?
Oh no,
Yeah.
no,
So that helps, by the way. It
yeah.
helps. Yeah.
Mm,
It's not that you have to post every day, because that's the point of running the ads, is that you don't need to be on social media all the time.
Yeah.
But I would recommend, like, this should just be default, is that you absolutely should practice the messaging, the hooks through your social media, because that will form the basis of your ad. This is how I create all my ads, because Facebook needs a lot of ads nowadays, a lot of ad creative.
Yeah.
So what I did in the past, what I taught you guys in FATC was a rapid fire testing method where you test in Facebook, which works really well, and then you can use that as your content, but that costs money. What I do now is I use my Instagram stories specifically, or my reels. I download my videos or I take screenshots, and then that's my ads. So I have like a truckload of ad creative because I'm in the habit of just like showing up on social media. Right now, I have a lot of energy to show up, but sometimes I go like weeks without posting because I get to do that. I have ads, but I will say it does help with the momentum. It does help with the ads. It does help with the it's like I think a lot of people think, oh, let me just get an ad up and then it's passive and I never have to fucking talk about this thing. That doesn't exist in business. I'm sorry to
Sure.
say.
Yeah.
Like there's still going to have to be some affinity, energy, even if you're running an automated evergreen ad system. It will do a 1,000 times better if it has that kind of like nurturing from your part behind it, where you're like, and then people check you out and they go, oh, he's talking about that. This is consistent. I'm in the right place. Yes, I'm going to buy this. You see? And you're creating ads. So I would rejig your ad creatives, the campaign formats, and then I would also, if you know you're good at live launching, and when you're live launching, why does it work? Because you're fucking talking about it all the time.
Sure.
Yeah? Then
Yeah.
let's bring some of that energy, and then that will help you get the momentum with your ads going.
Mhm.
Yeah. Makes sense?
Thank you very much.
Yeah. By the way, I'm going to drop this link for the low ticket profit lab. Please don't judge this order form. This was built half an hour before our call. This is not how you should build your order forms, like the features in here. I would recommend that you flesh out, like if you're going to have bullet points on your sales page on your order form, if you're saying like, what do I say in here? Let me see. Monthly live group training call with Cat Howell. That's me. I would not put that on your order form just as it is. I would say so that you can accelerate your results and get more profit from your ad campaigns or whatever. Like always flesh out every feature, every bullet point that you have on your sales pages, expand on it, because people don't care about the features. They don't care about the calls. They don't care about those things. They only want that because they're going to get something out of that, right? And so I see this a lot when I audit sales pages for funnels, even high ticket. High ticket's different because a lot of people sell through a sales call, and that sales call buff, like you can have lazy sales. Well, you don't even have a sales page a lot of times. You just have a book a call, right? So yeah, it's not as direct response, if you will, as low ticket. With low ticket, you really got to be nailing your messaging and your direct response, and you don't want to leave just features on their own. You always want to expand on features like what do they get, or so that is a good one, so that you can do this, so that this happens, so that da da da, or without. That's another good one. Oh, yay! God, I love that. Oh my God, I'm excited. I'm gonna help you with your ads. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Awesome. All right, who else did we have? Anna, take the floor, girl.
Hi, Kat.
Hey.
Probably my background, FATC, I've always been running Facebook ads for years now, 6 years now in total. But I've also before that got an e-commerce background. So I had my own store for 5 years. So I use a lot of that experience into selling my office, I guess, to potential leads. And they always come on board because I have got that experience. I finally want to get into low ticket, but I'm just really stuck because whenever I have done a master class, like I dabbled into this a couple of years ago, and it was just a free master class, and I tried two. One was for e-commerce brands who like just sort of, it was almost like a CRO, like how to get your website converting prior to starting Facebook ads. And I always had a lot of people in that class. When I do a meta ads class, there's not as much interest in that. So I'm always going back to that. So I have got a couple of master classes there, old branding, sitting there in Canva. And I'm just really stuck, like, do I do those? Do I promote my freebies that are on my website, which are free, but I can always take them off?
Oh no, freebies, please.
No, not sell them for free, but like
yeah.
sell them. But I really, Sarah, check
Yeah.
this. What do I don't know. And then the program, like Go High Level scares the shit out of me. That's like,
Why? The
I
membership
know,
part?
all of it. I'm just
Really? Go
people's,
Ahead Level's so simple to me. I'm like,
yeah, for you. They're not for me.
okay. What is your intention? Are you trying to get people in your services?
Well,
Your
that's the
agency
next. That's
services?
where I get stuck because if I do e-commerce, where does it lead into? Like,
So you don't do e-commerce marketing in your agency?
I do meta ads for e-commerce brands,
Yeah.
but recently have expanded into service businesses because I have a team member on board now who does lead ads. I've always been shit with leads ads. So this guy I've hired, he does lead ads now. So it's like
But you work with e-commerce brands.
majority,
So
yeah,
that,
all
so
of them.
why are you confused on how it would why it would not lead to that?
Because I feel like a lot of them that come into that masterclass that came in weren't into paid ads. They were just wanting to improve their stores or wanting to make sales with their stores, but they weren't. When I did trial meta ads, they didn't sign up to anything back then into Facebook ads. But I did try doing like an e-commerce coaching program, and I had 3 join that. But I don't want to do that. It was draining.
Yeah, let me just say, when I started promoting an ads training course circa 2015, it was a blue ocean. No one was doing it.
No.
Well, I mean, there was people doing it, but it was yeah, I mean, I definitely rode a wave there, right? Where it was like a fresh opportunity, and I was speaking things that not a lot of people had heard of. Now, every man and his dog is advertising on Facebook. Like, I cannot tell you, since I launched the low ticket ads training, my feed is, I was trying to take screenshots to show you guys like how to audit different ads or different ads along the buyer's journey. All the fucking ads in my feed are for Facebook ad courses now.
Yeah.
Like, they're all, and there's so many of them.
There's a lot.
So yeah, there's a lot. You're not gonna cut through that noise
No.
unless you're super niched. So you're super nuanced with who you're talking to. So you're saying Facebook ads for local car mobile detailers. That would work. That
Yeah.
would work. Or you're saying Facebook ads for you're in the e-commerce space. So like, what are some niches in the e-commerce space that you work with?
Oh, I've got a number of them, but I've worked with a lot of children's boutiques, jewelry. I love working with pet products. I find pet products and really niche is rural, country, and Western clothing. They can make money. I
Oh
don't know
yeah, like
what it
horse
is.
people, they have so much money, eh?
Farm people, country, sort of.
Yeah.
They just put an ad and it
Dog
sells.
people, yeah.
So I'd
Okay,
love
well,
to
I
go
think
do
you have
that.
your answer there, right? That would be one potential angle, which
Yeah.
would be very, very niche.
Pet products,
But
yeah.
then you would cut through the noise and you would have strong case studies to back it up. Or the alternative, if you don't want to go niche on a specific type of e-commerce store, is that you have a unique process that is wrapped in mystery and like, so what Khan was saying before, I forget what he said, but it was like I don't know, what was it? It was like some unique thing. He had a word, I don't know, this process that he has. Was
Zone
that,
of Genius?
huh?
Zone
No,
of
was
Genius?
that you?
Oh, sorry.
No, it was you. There was something else you said, and I said, "Oh, that's so unique." There was a word that you said,
Oh, my ugly duck.
your ugly duck. So, like, say like some of the ads that are running now for Facebook ad courses that you'll see out there, they have a unique angle. They're going, the
Yeah.
one ad script that will make you this much, or the ugly duck framework to get your Facebook ads turning positive ROAS. And it's like, what is this? This is a unique thing. This is a unique process, you know? There's one ad I get from this guy called Eric. He's like the one sentence to sell your course, and he just used text-based ads, and all his ads just say this one sentence will change your business, and that leads really deep with curiosity.
Yeah.
So if you have that, you want to really play heavy on that emotion. Like that's what I talk about in Essence of Influence, like curiosity, trust, and desire. Curiosity always works really well with Facebook ads. Like if you use
Yeah.
hooks that are like this one thing, or I did this and then this, or you won't believe what happened next. So that would be the other way. So, for
Okay.
example, if I was like a rapid fire testing method that costs $1 a day and will land you the messaging that gets you the clients off the fence. Oh, it's a specific. So instead of teaching Facebook ads, which is so fucking big,
Mm.
like, come in my world. I'm going to teach you. Like, that's a big fucking course you got there, right?
That's why I never wanted to do that. Never like, and I do one-on-one training.
Yeah.
And that's a 6 weeks with me because it just, as you know, it's changing so much. If I was to do a course, I have to change it again.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you got to go, like, I would break down what's in the course and
yeah,
then find like a specific nugget that you can lead with, like a strategy that you have. And if it's unique to you, a way that you roll out campaigns, then even better, because although, like, what is truly unique in this world, you know? But a lot of it is just semantics. It's how
yeah,
your positioning is everything, you know, because a lot
yeah,
of these courses that are like the one sentence, it's the same fucking sentence as the one big idea
yeah,
that Nancy Dwart, you know, did. But in my ads training, now, mind you, this has only been sold to a warm audience so far, but I have almost a 90% order bump rate on that training. So 90% of people who are buying the ads training are adding the order bump. And the order bump is like the $3 a day strategy to grow your followers and reduce the cost of your ads.
yeah,
Which is something that I've been doing that is just gotten me crazy results on Instagram. And it's got like that mystery, and it's a
yeah.
method that I'm working with, but I'm not teaching you, like, I'm not saying, and then also my ads training is just low ticket.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's not, I'm going to teach you ads. It's like, if you want to sell $17 to $97 offers, this is how you do it profitably.
Yeah,
So, to be honest, that is still pretty broad for ads, that kind of positioning. And
yeah,
it will work when I get a lot of testimonials, like when I get a lot of social
yeah,
clout behind it, that will work. But I may even need to lead with the $3 a day strategy or something that's even more nuanced.
yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, I always get pulled feeling that e-commerce, maybe because it comes easy to me. Like e-commerce is always e-commerce, and people just don't know the simplest things like testimonials on your website, even just copy positioning so that, you know,
Well, that's a course. How to
yeah,
position your testimonials on your e-commerce site to triple your conversion rates. The
yeah,
simple like, oh, that's different.
mm,
That would stand out.
yeah,
You may need to flesh that out, that
yeah,
messaging I just said, but do you see what I mean? It's like so
yeah,
specific
specific,
to a tangible outcome that it's so easy for you to teach that too.
very easy.
Like,
It
right.
just flows naturally. For
Yeah, that's
some
what you
reason,
want.
all that flows naturally as meta ads. Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, but it still's like, oh, far out, another change. Oh my God. Like, you know, as meta as e-commerce, it's like I can just talk about that all day.
You could probably add an upsell to that product, like how to automate or how to sell, you automate your sales with $5 a day or whatever,
Yeah.
like if you're with ads, or how to set up an e-commerce campaign, and then
Yeah.
have on your confirmation page, can't be asked doing this yourself, book a call with us, our team will take care of everything. Here's some results. And then in the training, you have that CTA again, like get in touch with us. But ideally what you're looking for low ticket offers is that they can walk away with something
Okay.
tangible, like they can achieve something within that low ticket offer. Oh,
Yeah.
my website gets redone with the testimonials. And then they'll love you because they
Yeah.
came in for that. They got that. They're like, I
Yeah.
trust you now. What else have you got? What else can you show me? Whereas sometimes when you're so broad with things like the Facebook ads training, it's like, well, what's the
Yeah.
well, okay, you're going to get 3 times ROA. And then it's like such a big thing
Mm.
that they don't get that. And then
No.
they're like, well, this sucked. I didn't get these results that you promised me, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
ideally, you want every one of your low ticket offers to be like, oh, like the low ticket codex for me, the outcome is like you'll know how to structure your ecosystem. You'll feel organized with that. Like you'll know
Yeah.
how to create that ecosystem for yourself.
Okay.
The ads is you'll know how to set up a campaign. You'll know how to automate your sales, like set up a campaign.
Yeah.
The sales activator is you'll know how to position your offers. So like
Yeah.
the messaging, the headlines on your sales page. So you want like a tangible outcome for every single one that's easy to digest.
Yeah.
And the
So
more
that would
nuanced
be
it is, the more successful it will be. Yeah.
okay. So that would be, let's say, going back to the testimonials, I guess, low ticket offer. Would that be then made into like a little mini course, a mini series of videos that they purchase, like a full part series or something like that? Because how much can I talk about testimonials on a website? I guess I can show examples and stuff like that, and then they'd buy that for like say $27 or something like that. Is that what?
Well, even if you broke it down, it's probably going to be what I recommend in all your low ticket stuff is that you have a mindset component, okay?
Yeah.
Because actually what you'll find is the mindset is what gets people like,
Yeah.
I'm in the right place. Like if you give them a perspective shift, it's almost impossible to show everyone everything of what you're trying to talk about. There's so much knowledge and wisdom. We want to give them an outcome, but the mindset is like a really big thing. So you have a welcome video, a mindset shift, the how to, and then the next step. Like they only need to be 6-10 minutes long. It doesn't, the thing is, like, I think people we have this tendency to think the longer something is, the more valuable it is. But like, think about it. If you're the other day, I was trying to figure out how to get this fucking use proof plugin on my website. And I just couldn't figure out how to make it work. And I went on YouTube to check videos out. And there's some videos that are like 45 minutes and there's some that are 5. Which one do you think I watched?
I watched the 5. I haven't got time
I
for
ain't got fucking time to
No,
stay here for
I can't
5
do
minutes,
long minutes.
45 fucking minutes. Like that's a one resource people don't have enough of
No.
is time.
I can't focus for that long.
Unless you're working with retired people. Like if you're working with entrepreneurs, forget about it. Like they will value
quick.
shorter, quick bit, like easy to get it's way more valuable to do that.
Okay.
So don't overthink this thing where it's like, oh, I have to give them so many things. It's like, no, I came in here to learn how to position my testimonials. If you can show me in 10 minutes versus an hour, great. That's way more valuable for me.
Okay.
I'm
going to get cracking then and do some videos.
Well, I would say sell it first.
Sell it. Oh, God. Okay.
Sell it first to your audience. You have an audience, right?
Yeah.
You built the social media.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You have an email list?
Yes. I use MailerLite. And that was my other question. If I go high level and I've got my list sitting on MailerLite, and then do you start collecting a list on Go High Level? Like have I got essentially 2 lists then? Is that what happens?
No, there's some people that have, so so Go High Level does everything.
Yeah.
But you could have your own CRM. What I would say to you though, Anna, is like, don't get caught in the weeds of the tech. The tech is the
I always
least
do.
important part of your product.
Yeah, that's my problem. I
It's
always
the
get caught up in it.
like I have sold shit without sales pages. I have delivered offers through YouTube videos, like links. Here's the video. Like you really, people have a super fucking high tolerance for shit. It's the least thing they give a shit about. Like obviously if they can't access the material and they're having login detail issues, sure. But you can actually turn that situation into the most loyal customer by just looking after them properly through that. But the tech is really the least important. I would sell. Don't think about the tech right now. You have an email list, write
Yeah.
an email and say, if you're interested, respond. Hit reply.
Okay, shit. Okay.
Yeah. Go.
And then what? And then I have to start recording.
And then if you get some replies,
Oh,
then you
fuck.
fucking move.
Yeah.
And you build an order page. And an order page will take you half an hour to build on Go High Level.
I've got to learn it first. Like I've got a VA.
And you, to be honest, you should. Like I believe that even if you're an 8-figure entrepreneur with a big fucking team, you should absolutely know how to market and
Yeah.
sell.
Yeah.
That is not like if you are, I have one client I'm working with, he built an 8-figure company and he had a really big team and then his revenues dropped. He dropped his team and now he doesn't know how to like send emails or these
Oh, no,
basic
do that.
things.
No. Yeah.
And instead of telling him like, hey, hire someone, my advice is like, you should,
Learn
it's
it.
so fucking simple. Like you should learn how to do this because you'll be able to move 10 times faster. And it's a really important skill to have. Now, do you need to be a Go High Level expert? No, but my partner who is not tech savvy at all is using it. He's even running his own ads now.
Okay.
Like you can, it's very intuitive.
Yeah.
All you need is an order form to capture payments. And you know what? Worst case scenario, you send a PayPal invoice.
Mhm.
If Go High Level is tripping you up and people are responding, that's a great fucking problem to have. Like, damn, people want this. Then you say, here's the PayPal invoice. Let me know when
Yeah.
it's paid and we'll get
Yeah.
started. And then you build your videos and you put it on YouTube and mark it as private and you do that first. Don't
Okay.
get stuck on the tech, okay? Sell.
Is that what you help with in the membership, stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. All right.
Yeah, this is the biggest thing I want you guys to take away from this is
Yeah.
like so many of you guys are like standing at the start line, like, oh, and then I need to build my offer and the sales page and no, sell. Because
So, okay.
because what I've experienced so many times with myself and my clients is that you build it and it's perfect and it looks beautiful and it's delicious and then you go to sell it and no one fucking
Crickets, yeah.
wants it.
And that's my problem. I do that all the time. Like I'm
You
always
wasted
standing
all
going,
that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for 3 years I wanted to do this and I did launch a course and it flopped and then I launched something else and it flopped and then I went, fuck this, I'm not made for this, I'm just going to continue doing ads. And then now it's like, okay, I said to Liza, as you know, I said, Liza, I've got free time now, I'm going to do this low ticket stuff. And she goes, go for it. And I was sitting here going, oh shit, what do I do?
Liza's doing low ticket.
What
Yeah.
do I do? Yeah, Liza
Yeah.
is. I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? I don't know what to do.
Yeah, yeah. Well, what do I do? What are you excited to do?
Yeah.
You know, I would start there. Like, what has meaning? What have you gotten results? What
Yeah.
are you excited about?
So e-commerce always excites me. For me, it's like I just want to help these brands with the most basic thing that they don't understand that they should have on their website to get into that because they're like, this is not working because you don't have this step 1 on your website and you're going to step 5 to sell and they don't trust you. And then,
Okay.
and then to
There
me,
you
it's
go. You just
easy.
had your sales email. That was it.
Okay, cool.
It's not
This is
complicated.
recorded in.
Yeah, you can listen back to it. That's your
Yeah.
sales email. Like, oh my gosh, I love helping e-commerce stores, but here's what I see all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to make a lot of money, but they're missing the simple first step.
Yeah.
You don't reveal what the step is.
No.
Say they're missing the simple one step. And this one step, if you're missing this, it just kills all your conversion rates.
Yeah.
These are the results of one of my clients who implemented this step. I'm rolling out a training very soon on how to do this. The early bird price is this. Hit reply if you would like access.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You literally do not have to overcomplicate sales.
No.
It's literally like, here's what I know. Like there's so much passion in what you said there.
I do. I
And isn't it
overcomplicate
a
everything.
benefit? Isn't it a good thing that you're selling to them?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
don't they need that? Because if they
Yeah.
don't have that, they won't succeed with their
Mhm.
store. And then what are the consequences of that,
No
right?
sales, no revenue.
No sales. They're figuring it
Mm.
out for 4 or 5 years before they even get to the same place than if they had a guide or a mentor, someone saying, just do this. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah. And a lot of the times that's a mindset shift. It's right.
Yeah.
Like you had a
Yeah.
little conversation around like, okay, you got to think like this around your,
Mhm.
you know? Yeah.
Well,
Awesome.
I'm excited, Kat. You helped me with FATC, and I quit my daytime job during COVID lockdown. My boss thought I was fucking crazy. And ever since that, like a lot of good things. So it's like, yeah, part 2 with Kat.
Part 2, let's go. Oh, that warms me up. I'm so
Part
excited.
2.
I feel so good, and I also like it's been an interesting journey with Facebook. If I swore I would never go back to this platform. I was like, never
Yeah.
again. And then publishing my first book, I thought Amazon was going to make me rich. I was like, oh, I'm just going to publish my book and Amazon will promote me. And that was so rude of them that they didn't do that to me. And that was when I was like, okay, I think I need to run ads because this is a lot to sell this. And I'm not gonna lie, it makes me there's like nerves still. Maybe I need some of this nervous system reset from Khan and Minling and Guido in the house. Like, but I also know that if there's nerves, if there's a little bit of fear, it's like a portal of growth, you know? You gotta lean in. You gotta go like, okay, there's something here for me. And it feels so good to be having these conversations again. Yeah.
It's good to have you back, Kat.
Ah, awesome. Does anyone else have any other questions? Maybe I missed a hands up. Let me see. I'll take one more question if anyone has one. Oh, Ben, hi. We got a call this week. I'm so excited. Awesome. Luca, hello, Luca. Hello.
Hello. Can't
Hi.
wait, but good to be here. Good to see you.
So naughty. Hello. What are you working on?
Oh, good question. What am I working on? I am, yeah, doing one-to-one right now, pretty much, but I'm wanting to add some more low ticket stuff for myself. So yeah, I'm doing that and just end-to-end funnel optimization, very similar to you of like, you do Facebook ads for a while and then you're like disenchanted and now but this year has been about, revisiting it for myself and rebuilding my confidence in it. So that's been really nice.
Yeah. And the good news is the new algorithm update, it's pretty fucking good actually. Like, and Facebook
Totally.
has relaxed a lot. Like I remember we used to have a female pleasure spray. Do you guys remember that? Me and my sister. And we got totally shut down. We had to shut that company down because I didn't know how to market it. But I just knew ads and email and I couldn't use ads. And nowadays, I'm getting so many ads for those types of products. Like you can say the F word in ads, you can make income claims in ads. Whereas like 10 years ago, you had to really like tiptoe around Facebook, you know? It was very much like, am I gonna rub Facebook the wrong way today, you know? Now it's
No,
like,
totally.
just whatever. Yeah.
I love the focus on creative too, just like as a person who values the actual creative, like the videos, the styles, the hooks, the like looking at the data and really being like, what is this data story telling us about conversions inside this funnel? Like, I think that the updates have made that all way more exciting and not just like the Facebook data, but like, how does that look for landing page data? How does that look for sales data? And like, how can you just use all of that to like build just like keep testing stuff.
Yeah, totally. That's what I love too. Nerds, eh? We're such nerds.
Yes.
My favorite part is like the data. Even though I hate math, isn't that funny? I'm not a logical person. I hate math, but I love data, like for
Yeah,
optimizing campaigns. Yeah, funny.
exactly. But yeah, I'm going through the material, so I'll if there's another opportunity to reach out and say anything to you, I'll do that.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you for joining me, guys. It's been such an honor. I've just dropped the link again for the Low Ticket Profit Lab. So currently $88 a month. You can cancel anytime. We're going to rock these kinds of calls together. It's FATC style. And you will also get access to any of the low ticket things I'm adding to my own ecosystem. So as long as you have your membership, obviously. And we're gonna have a little vibe of a community. I know Ken likes that, the community, the status of the community. And we're gonna keep having these conversations. The goal is to help you either build a low ticket ecosystem that sells your high ticket without sales calls, or if you do want to keep having a sales call, that's fine too. But you can improve the sales lead quality. That's something that this definitely does. And or if you're looking to build something that is standalone, income detached from time, profitable on its own, that's the name of the game. So thank you guys once again. It has been such an honor to connect with you all. And hopefully you got some nuggets, and keep me posted on how things go. And otherwise, I will see you guys inside the Profit Lab. Thanks.